Hello, my name's Erin Shea. Welcome to my channel. If you haven't seen any of my videos before, my channel is mainly about my physical and mental health growth. So I haven't been around in a few weeks, and if you have been following along, I'm sorry for the unexpected hiatus, but I'm back. Sometimes as part of my mental health journey, I've realized that I need to put things that might be important to me on the back burner to make room for other things. And that's what I had to do the last few weeks, but hopefully I am back. So over the last couple of weeks, last time I checked in about my fitness, I was running a few times a week, which was fine, and I really enjoyed it. But I'm very pale, and I live in Australia, and despite my hat and sunscreen, I was still getting burnt. The reason being that I was running as soon as I got up in the morning, and I'd put the sunscreen on and it wouldn't soak in quite properly, then I'd start running and I'd just sweat it all out again. So with that in mind, I decided to go to the gym instead. And that's what this video will be about today. I have been using Grace Beverley's Shreddy app. I've tried a few similar things in the past, but this is the first time I'm actually really enjoying it, and I'm finding it accessible, and I'm not dreading going to the gym. Now, you might notice it looks quite bright to be wearing a woolen jumper. I'll admit, it's like 27 degrees Celsius outside, but I really like the cold weather, so I'm just trying to convince myself it's cold, and I realize the irony in that now I'm hot because I want it to be cold. But it's fluffy and I like it, and I don't think you can argue with that logic. So today I want to talk about Grace Beverley's Shreddy app and my thoughts so far. So I've been doing the Shreddy app now for 2 weeks. It's initially supposed to be an 8-week program, but they keep updating the app as you go anyway. The longer it's been out, the more weeks they add on. And there are 3 options. You can do the lean muscle, you can do the tone up, or you can do the fat loss. And what a lot of people seem to do is that they do the fat loss if they want to lose fat, and then they eventually swap to either the tone or lean muscle guide. So right now I'm just finished week 2 of the fat loss. So my initial thoughts is that this app has a really good variety of exercises. It also provides food suggestions. It's entirely vegan. I haven't been following the food suggestions because I like my food, but they are available, and it's got quite a good community as well. It's got a bunch of different forums, I guess, where you can speak about different topics. I'll pull up the app now and show you. So here's the app here. Once it eventually loads, there it goes. Taking its time. Alrighty, so as you can see, I'm on week 3. When you do the exercises and stuff from each day, it will turn green. You got 2 choices. You can either do the 3-day guide or the 5-day guide, so it's quite accessible, and any exercises that you don't want to do, you can swap them. Furthermore, if I click here, then I can switch the workout location so it can be at home. So you can either do this at the gym or at home. It's really accessible in that way. And meals, you can swap out all your meals. So these are just automatically generated. Say if I wanted to save money, because currently it gives me 5 different breakfasts, 5 different lunches, 5 different dinners, well 7 actually, I'm just thinking about the work week, but 7 breakfasts, 7 lunches and 7 dinners. That's really expensive and it takes a lot of time. So what you can do is you can go through and make all the breakfasts the same, all the lunches the same, and make a couple of different dinners, and that will save you a lot of time and a lot of money. So it's really good in that way. You can customize it all. In here there's also the real-time exercises. I haven't done any of these yet. I've heard that they're quite good, but obviously you can choose one based on what your goals are. So if you want to work on your abs or do a HIIT session, it's all there. So here's a community, and so there are different forums or different chat room. Who says chat rooms? There's different places, I guess, to talk about certain things that you might want to talk about. For example, if you're doing the fat loss guide, you can go in here, and here's people talking about the fat loss guide. So progress pics is a really good one as well. I like going in here and seeing what people achieve. It keeps me motivated. People can do great things in a very short amount of time, and that keeps me going. It seems like their support is really good as well. I had a technical issue when I first started up. I sent them an email and they responded within a few hours trying to help me get it sorted out. So I've found that I've had to adjust a few exercises because it has some expected knowledge, it has some expected strength. So I can't do a proper push-up, I cannot do a pull-up even with a resistance band, and it kind of assumes that you can. So obviously I've been having to alter a few of the exercises. So instead of a pull-up, I've been using one of those pull-up machines or a lateral pull-down machine. And instead of push-ups, regular push-ups, I've been doing an incline push-up and stuff like that. So if you're not sure, there are lots of suggestions in the forums as well about how you can adjust them to make them more accessible to your capabilities. Another thing as well that's really handy in the app is that all of these exercises, just like the meals, so in the exercises you have your warm-up, which is 4 minutes of 4 exercises. So they can be a simple stretch or they can be burpees. But yeah, it's a really good mix and it changes every time. You'll never do the same warm-up twice in a row. Also, then you've got your regular workout session. So you can time it up the top there, so you can kind of beat your score each time, I guess. And it also gives you a really good idea of how long you're taking and motivates you to keep going, I guess. Instead of sitting there on my phone for 10 minutes in between exercises, I feel motivated to go faster simply because I don't want to have a really long time on the timer. So there's usually 6 or 7 exercises. This one has 7. So yeah, so this is week 3, day 1. Obviously I haven't done it yet, but we've got lateral jumps, dumbbell step ups, kettlebell split squats. The good thing is as well, if you're not sure about any of these things, there's a video right here and it will show you how to do the exercise. Now obviously this isn't perfect because you can't see what you're doing, so you don't necessarily know if you're doing it wrong. You might think that you have that form, but you might not necessarily, but that's obviously not something an app can really help you with. Additionally, if there's an exercise that you don't like or that you feel uncomfortable doing or something, you can swap it. So full body, and I probably want to go for like a booty focused full body thing because it's a full body exercise and that's a booty focused exercise. I don't know. But long story short is you can swap it. Additionally, you have your standalone ones where, say, you do 4 sets of lateral jumps here, and then you've got 3 supersets. So it talks you through all of it really, really well. I'm really impressed with how it's set up. Additionally, you can look at your exercise history. So for example, if I click here, you can see my exercise history with the dumbbell step up, so how much I've entered in the past. And that way it can keep me accountable. I can make sure that I'm improving all the time. And yeah, so all in all, I've been pretty happy with this. Lastly, after you finish the warm-up and the workout session, you do have the option of doing a finisher. I'll admit I haven't done any finishes yet because by the time the end of the workouts come around, I've been absolutely destroyed to the point that I can't move anymore. But as my fitness improves, I'm sure that will change and I'll feel a little bit more capable of doing the finisher. So the finisher is kind of designed to just be that extra push. If you've got a little bit of energy left at the end of the workout, you can use it here. Now, knowing me, I might be able to use it after like an upper body exercise, but a lower body exercise absolutely destroys me and I never have energy left after that. So this particular finisher, it's 3 sets of 20 leg raises, then 3 sets of 20 resistant band jump squats. I don't have resistance bands right now, so I'm more than happy to alter that to just be regular jump squats. They're still challenging. 3 sets of 20 press-ups or push-ups or whatever you want to call them. And then 3 sets of 20-second wall sits. And then you would be done and you can go home. So yeah, that's there for if you have that little bit left, more energy to burn. But that's the app. Overall, there's definitely room for improvement. I think with the community, for example, they could have like subsections where people can talk about different topics and they don't have to scroll up to look for their last comment that they made. It would also be nice to get notifications if someone messages you or responds to one of your comments or something. But considering it's only been out for a couple of months, I think they've actually done a really good job. I leave the gym feeling really good. When I've tried other workout programs like it in the past, say even the Sweat app, I didn't really enjoy it. I kind of just felt gross the whole time and I found myself avoiding it. I don't think I like circuits as much unless there's a PT there guiding me through it. But this one with the free weights and resistance bands and all of that stuff, I've been really enjoying it. And if you have any questions about the Shreddy app that you would like to ask before maybe paying the money, which I'm paying 20 Australian dollars a month, which isn't bad, $5 a week. But yeah, if you have any questions, I'd be more than happy to answer them. Otherwise, if you'd like to follow along with my health journey, then please like this video, subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye!